Aren't you supposed to be at lunch?
I am.
You call that lunch?
Until I lose 10 pounds, I also call it breakfast and dinner.
Get out of here. You look terrific.
All right, dog tired.
But a thin dog tired. You know what you need?
Liposuction?
No. A vacation. There's a long weekend coming up. How about if you and Jesse take that trip to Carmel you've been talking about?
Because every time we do, something very, very bad happens.
Don't be ridiculous. Susan, tell him.
Carmel is one of the most romantic places on earth. It's a shame it's cursed.
Well, not you too.
The last time we talked about going, a guy with half his head blown off, infected with a deadly plague, held me captive in the basement.
Yeah, but you don't actually think that that's going to happen again. I mean, we're intelligent people. The way to deal with fear is to confront it.
Or run away from it, screaming.
Jesse, you don't want Susan to see you like this. A quivering coward ruled by fear and superstition. You want her to think of you as a man of action, a man who's able to overcome any obstacle and give his lover the happiness that she deserves.
How about as a cautious, yet powerfully attractive man who doesn't want to push his luck?
Well, you better hope she doesn't see the text on those new paramedics.
Pack your bags, woman. Going to Carmel.
I guess that back road shortcut was a little too much on the engine. Hey, Jesse, that's good.
Well, at least we're not at the hospital. And, we're together.
In the middle of nowhere.
Can't let a little thing like that spoil our weekend.
Oh, yes, we can.
Look, is it really that bad to be stuck someplace where no one can find us? Just you and me?
It's getting better.
Hey, I tell you what. Why don't you and I head across the street to that little diner, get a nice big fat piece of pie, a la mode. Little diners have great pie, you know.
I'm on a diet, remember?
I'm starving.
I've got another bag of rice cakes in the car.
I've got nothing to eat but rice cakes for the past 200 miles. I'm sick of eating rice cakes.
I am not throwing off my diet.
But you look great just the way you are.
I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, because I'm not having another rice cake as long as I live. Susan. Susan. Who was that?
Someone I used to know. He died 5 years ago.
Not bad for a Saturday morning.
Thank God, Amanda. I need help. Take these extra menus and this apron there, and it'll make you look more efficient when you take out orders.
Excuse me, I don't work here.
Please, Amanda, you do today. Look, my waitress, my busboy, and my cook called in sick with the flu, all on my day off.
Well, that's not my problem. I came for breakfast.
Who was it that suggested that my business partner take a long romantic weekend with his girlfriend in Carmel?
Jesse and Susan never have time together. They needed a break.
I need help. Something smells mighty good in here. Hey, Dad, here, would you watch the front door?
I'm sure it tastes good, too.
Look, the employees eat later. This is great, and it's only breakfast. Look, I'd love to stay and chat with you, Dad, but I got my hands. Chat? I came to eat. Wonderful. Your waitress will be right with you.
Waitress.
She the dining table?
I hope Jesse's having a good time, because when he gets back, he's going to pay.
I'd like a nice table in the corner, miss.
How by the time we're done eating, the hose will be fixed. We'll be on our way. Sit here.
Let me get these out of the way for you. There you go.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I know what I want already. A big slice of your famous apple pie.
Well, I didn't know that it was famous.
It will be once I tell everyone how delicious it is.
Just a glass of water will be fine. Do you have to flirt with every woman you see?
I wasn't flirting. I was being friendly.
When you're with me, you're not supposed to be friendly.
All right, well, next time I'll be cold and unreachable.
That would be nice.
All right. So you want to tell me about him?
Who?
Oh, I don't know, the guy we just chased halfway through town. The guy you'd like to be mad at, but you can't be because he's not here, so you're mad at me instead because I am here.
One slice of pie on the verge of stardom.
Thanks.
He was friendly too. Greg had this way of making any stranger his friend with just a smile.
Including you?
Everybody. I was going to UC Santa Cruz. Greg ran this dive shop near the beach. One day I got caught in a rip, and the next thing I knew, I was lying on the sand getting mouth to mouth from a guy in a wetsuit. It was Greg.
Well, you can't get much friendlier than that.
It's not what you think. He saved my life. After that, I wouldn't go in the water. Greg walks up to me and asks me what I'm afraid of.
Drowning?
That's what I said. So he taught me to scuba dive.
You scuba dive?
Not anymore. Not since he died.
What was it, a diving accident?
His car went off a cliff into the ocean. They never found his body.
Well, then he's definitely still alive.
How do you know that?
A, they never found the body. B, you saw him today. C, he ran away from you. Ergo, he's alive, but wants to stay dead. So maybe we should honor his wishes and get a move on. Check. Have you noticed that we're a little underdressed for this place?
There are lots of wealthy people in Carmel.
We're 150 miles south of Carmel. And besides, did you notice all those cars in the parking lot? Jags, BMWs.
So, are you gonna make us famous?
Looks like you guys already are. Would you strike oil here or something?
Just fish oil. We live off whatever the nets bring in.
I guess those nets bring in a lot.
Yeah, well, we get by.
Your ring. It's beautiful. Can I see it?
Sure.
Jesse, look at this ring.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, really look at it.
I am.
I've got an owner up. You two have a nice trip now here.
Let's go.
Now you're talking.
I'm talking to the first person I see with a badge.
What?
Miss, these eggs are cold. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be right with you. If I could have a busboy, that would really be a big help.
You're doing fine.
Waitress, I can wait 10 minutes for the ketchup. Yeah, right. Here you go. Set.
Miss, excuse me, my fork is dirty. And where's my milk?
Do I look like a cow?
Amanda, I don't want to butt in. There's a bunch of people waiting to be seated in the front.
Oh, well, then you can seat them. That's great.
I don't know anything about the restaurant business.
Oh, you'll learn.
Yes? John.
Hi, Doc.
How are you?
Well, much better since the bypass surgery, thanks to you.
Things must be awfully slow at the hospital if you're moonlighting as a waiter.
Oh, I'm just filling in. My son owns the place.
Oh, I've been told the food here is terrific.
Best breakfast in town. What can I get you?
Well, I think I'll start with scrambled eggs.
John, you don't want to do that.
I don't.
Now, eggs are chock full of cholesterol, and here, they fry them in butter.
Is that bad?
Oh, it's the worst, John. That cholesterol sticks to the walls of your veins like big hunks of greasy goo.
Well, how about sausage?
No, that's even worse. You know what they put in sausage? They put brains, feet, snouts, all kind of things that people don't want to eat. The worst. Look, let me suggest a good breakfast. Have a nice bowl of bran flakes and skim milk, a half a grapefruit, some prune juice. How's that? I'll put your order in.
Dad, don't you have to get back to the hospital?
No, not for a couple hours yet. Lady, that stuff's gonna kill you.
Dad.
No, I'm glad to help out. Oh, we're doing fine.
Oh, look, he's dead. He's not dead. What difference does it make now?
Oh, sure, just because they didn't find the body, it doesn't matter.
Well, it might to me.
You mind? We're trying to have a private conversation.
Well, then I wouldn't hold it in front of a sheriff.
I want to report a crime.
A murder.
How can it be a murder? The guy's not even dead.
He is, too. I just saw him walking through town.
And maybe one of you should tell me the whole story from the beginning.
Okay, our car broke down
It
this
started
morning.
5 years ago when I was going to UC Santa Cruz, and I met Greg at his dive shop, and he saved me that time I nearly drowned.
No disrespect, miss, but I think I like his story better already. Your car broke down.
Yeah, on the highway a few miles back, and we get stuck in this jerkwater town. I mean, we almost got stuck in this jerkwater town. Fortunately, we were able to keep our car alive long enough to get us here.
And that's when we saw Greg Hutchins.
The dead guy.
In the road.
At the diner.
And I bet he wasn't eating rice cakes. Why is it that even a dead guy is eating better than I am?
You saw this Greg at the diner.
And he ran.
So, of course, we chased him.
And that's when he died.
No, he died 5 years ago. That's what I was trying to tell you.
See, except he's not really dead because we saw him today. So those are two good signs that he probably was never dead in the first place.
Let me see if I understand this. You came into my town, you saw someone who looks like a friend of yours who died 5 years ago, except maybe he didn't die, and now you're thinking that this person you saw is this same Greg Hutchins.
I know it is, because of the ring.
The ring.
The waitress in the diner was wearing the same ring as this one, which is the same ring Greg gave me, which means he has to be here.
You told me your mother gave you that ring.
And you said you were never involved with that nurse in admissions.
So, what exactly would you like me to do?
Something.
Well, I'd say I know most folks around here, and I never met anyone named Greg Hutchins. But even if this was your friend, I don't see any crime that would allow me to get involved.
If this man is running around the country pretending to be dead, giving rings to people, he's got to be up to something.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. But I do know something about the waitress's ring. I gave it to her. Jolene's my daughter.
You did?
And I'm not even a little bit dead.
Sheriff, I'm terribly sorry we bothered you.
No bother at all. Miss, you know, when I'm feeling down, I always like to stop by the diner for a big piece of pie. I make you feel better, too.
I tell you, my piano teacher never gave me a ring.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, is you sure that this guy was just your scuba instructor?
If you thought your piano teacher was dead and then showed up alive, wouldn't you want to know what happened?
Mrs. Gorbler was like 78 years old, 370 pounds, and she had pet names for her warts. I'd run for my life.
There's a bed and breakfast across the street. We can stay there.
What about Carmel?
I'm not leaving here until I find out the truth.
Guess I'm not either.
Okay, hold still. There it is. You got any more toys up there? How did you get a marble up your nose anyway?
I wanted to see what it smelled like.
Oh, well, next time hang on a little tighter. Or don't sniff so hard.
Okay. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome.
Dr. Mark Sloan.
You're gonna have to take your nose off.
Dr. Mark Sloan, line 1.
Dr. Sloan.
Hey, Mark. It's me, Jesse. How's work going?
Hi, Jess. Everything's fine. You're on vacation. You're not supposed to be thinking about work. You should be out seeing the sights.
I am. Saw California's largest oak. Saw a quaint little lighthouse. Saw my girlfriend chase a dead guy through the streets.
In Carmel?
Hey, we're not even in Carmel. We're like 100 miles south in some fishing village.
Some kind of resort for the living dead?
Well, just one that we know of so far. Greg Hutchins. A guy Susan used to know in Santa Cruz died in a car accident like 5 years ago.
Hutchins. Well, I'll try and look into it for you. If you'll promise to take Susan to a nice romantic dinner.
And does a bag of rice cakes count? Because that's all she's eaten.
Rice cakes?
I tell you, we have this entire suitcase full of them. I think just in case there's a sudden world shortage.
Well, at least you're being supportive.
Only until she starts hearing voices.
Jesse!
What'd you do that for? I didn't even have time to give him our number.
But you had plenty of time to make me sound crazy. Do you know how humiliating that is for me?
Oh, come on. The guy used to roller skate through the hallways of Community General. He gives lectures and rap. You gotta go a long way to beat that.
He is your friend, but he is my boss. It is important that he have confidence in me and my judgment. But you have just torpedoed that.
This has nothing to do with your skills as a nurse.
It does if he thinks I'm irrational.
Well, everybody's irrational sometimes. I mean, today you are.
There is nothing irrational about wanting to know the truth.
Okay. Then why don't you tell me who Greg Hutchins is? What is he, a boyfriend? What? Why is it so important to you if this guy is alive or not?
Because I killed him.
Not really. I have a tough time believing you're a murderer.
Really? I could have killed you about 2 minutes ago. In fact, I'm still thinking about it.
All right, well, that I believe. You, want to tell me what happened?
We were at a party. I thought he'd had too many beers, so I insisted on driving us home in his car. It was the designated driver, the sober one, who lost control of the car and steered it off a cliff.
Is that how you got that little scar on your...
Yes.
What about that one eye?
All of the above, okay?
Were you in love with them? And if he's alive, are you gonna go back to him?
I don't know. Look, you don't have to stay. I'll understand if you want to go without me.
Amanda, come over here and look at Susan's x-rays. There must have been some accident. Broken leg, broken ribs, a concussion. And take a look at these internal injuries.
Dad, let's not read them out loud, okay?
Oh. You know, according to this report, the investigation was pretty straightforward. No one even considered the possibility that might have been a faked accident.
Well, there was no reason to.
No, not at the time. But let's assume for the moment that Greg Hutchins is alive. Having he deliberately planned this accident. Susan says in her statement that he specifically asked to drive his car, not hers. So he could have tampered with the brakes and figuring they'd go off into the ocean when they skidded off that curb.
It's a nice theory, Dad, but where's your proof?
My proof is right here. See that bruise about the size of a thumb on her temple? And there's a line right around her nose and mouth.
What about it?
My guess is that that's a positive pressure mask.
Can we please get some service?
In a minute.
What's a positive pressure mask?
It's a device used to deliver oxygen to an unconscious diver. They put it over the nose and the mouth.
So you're saying Hutchins tampered with the brakes, then deliberately set the right diving gear in the car to save both their lives when they went in the water?
I don't think Greg desired to commit a murder. I think what he did was get the gear out of the trunk, save her life by putting that pressure mask over her nose and mouth like that, see? You see where my thumb hits? He bruised her there probably when he jammed it on. Then he dragged her out of the wreck, left her on the beach, swam away with the scuba gear, never to be heard from again.
What do you gotta do to get some service around here?
We're in the middle of official police business, pal, okay?
Well, given the nature of the accident and the extent of Susan's injuries, the investigators would have no reason to question the bruising and the marks on her face.
Exactly. They probably figured the gear all washed out to sea if they stopped to think about it at all.
So Greg Hutchins staged his own death after all?
That's what I think happened. But the question is, why?
Hello, I'd like to pay for my meal, please.
All right.
isn't there? Before I met you, my life was hollow, empty.
Over. Or did you forget that you were supposed to be moldering in a watery grave?
Susan, it's great to see you.
Who is this?
It's an old acquaintance, a friend of a friend. We shared an elevator once. You know, I knew that was you today.
Then why did you run away?
An expired parking meter. The tickets in this town, they're brutal.
Oh, as brutal as, say, letting me think I killed you?
Did you think that? Oh, I am so sorry. You know, I kept meaning to drop you a hallmark. But this darn amnesia. You know, it was a big car crash, a bump on the head.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. So, what's new?
What's new? What's new is I am standing in a diner at midnight talking to a man I thought I killed.
Well, you got to appreciate the coincidence. Of all the diners and all the towns and all the world, you happen to stumble into this one at the right moment.
No coincidence. You always were the cheapest date in town. If you were dating a waitress, free food had to figure in somehow.
And what did he get from you, honey? Girl Scout cookies?
I don't understand. You let me suffer all these years. I thought you loved me.
Hey, now don't be too hard on yourself. You were young, naive. You didn't know any better.
I can't believe I was ever engaged to you.
What? Wait a minute. You were engaged to her?
You were engaged to him?
Doesn't anyone know what closed means anymore?
What are you doing here?
I followed you.
I don't believe this. You don't trust me.
And I was right. You were lying to me.
But if you trusted me, you never would have known I was lying.
That's a relationship some people have.
Not like you and me, huh,
No
baby?
way.
I wish I hadn't killed you.
You'll come back now, you hear?
I cannot believe I ever had feelings for that creep.
Well, you heard him say it. You were young, and you were naive, you didn't know any better.
How long were you standing there?
Long enough to see what a jerk Greg is.
So it's not bad enough that you followed me, you were spying on me too.
You're right. Our relationship is built on trust, and I violated that. I shouldn't have followed you. I'm really sorry.
You don't really mean that. You think what you did was perfectly okay, and you're just apologizing because you don't want to fight.
Yes. Is it working?
Yes. It's funny. Over the years, I romanticized my time with Greg so much, I completely forgot what he was really like.
That's only natural. You remembered him dying young.
Looking back, the only part of the relationship that really worked was the...
Okay, that's good because I don't need to know anymore.
Scuba diving. What did you think I was gonna say?
Scuba diving? It's just I couldn't bear the thought of you scuba diving with another man.
You have never scuba dived in your life.
Well, that's because I was saving myself for the right woman. And I was hoping she'd be saving herself for me.
Let's get out of here right now. We can watch the sunrise over Carmel.
Well, we still gotta get the car out of the garage, and I really don't think this is one of those open all night kinds of towns.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
This may want to take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a police report.
Greg Hutchins arrested for possession of stolen property 2 months before he died.
These are some of the pieces that were recovered.
You know, it looks like you robbed a museum.
Are they real?
They're real, all right. Genuine Spanish antiques from the late 1700s.
Where did you get them?
That's the strange part. No one ever reported them missing. No one made a claim.
What, the charges were dropped?
That's right.
Steve, we have to go to the library.
Now?
I gotta do some research.
Dad, it's after midnight. The libraries are closed.
Memorial Library is open 24 hours at City College.
You have to be quite so much help. But what about the dishes?
Don't look at me.
Car's packed, B&B is paid for, and Carmel is waiting.
Maybe we should just head back to L.A.
I'm not gonna throw away the rest of this weekend.
It's better than throwing away our lives. Aren't you scared that the curse is going to get even deadlier the closer we get to Carmel?
Is that how you see me? As a quivering little coward whose life is ruled by fear and superstition?
Of course. But in a good way.
That was the old Jesse Travis, the one who was afraid to face fear and triumph. From now on, if I'm afraid of something, I do it. In fact, I'm even thinking about hang gliding in Carmel.
You're right. I've got to face my fears, too.
Then we'll face them together. I wonder if we can fit in one of those shark cages together. Susan?
I'm going back to that diner.
The sharks are in that direction.
Not the one I'm thinking of. I have to see Greg one last time.
I thought I talked you out of that stupid idea.
That was the old Jesse. The new one just talked me back into it.
Susan, did I happen to mention to you that this is a really bad idea?
You did mention it when we were getting dressed, when we were packing, when we picked up the car. In fact, for the last 45 minutes, you have done nothing but tell me what a bad idea this is.
Well, I'm glad to see I'm getting through to you.
If your ex-girlfriend rose from the grave, wouldn't you want closure?
No, I'd want a crucifix and some garlic and to get away as fast as I could.
We're going to, just as soon as I give him back his ring.
Why don't you just mail that to him?
Where this ring is going, post office doesn't deliver.
I'm sorry, you two. We're closed.
Oh, too bad. We'll be on our way.
You know we're not here for breakfast. We want
pie.
Fresh out.
Huh.
We're looking for Greg.
Honey, a man died to get away from you. Can't you take a hint?
She's got a point. Maybe we should go.
I spent 5 years feeling guilty over him. He owes me 5 minutes.
Well, you know, it's really not my problem. We're closed.
You want to get rid of me, right? This is how to do it, because otherwise I am staying here until I get my chance to shove this ring down his damn throat.
Take Maine to the Coast Highway. It's the 5th house past the wash.
Thank you.
Maybe I can just get a little piece of cherry pie to go.
Greg? Greg, are you home?
Wow. Looks like the afterlife is pretty lucrative.
Greg! Jesse? Oh my God, Jesse, what are we gonna do now?
We leave, we call Mark while we're going.
Well, now, what are you doing here?
I just came to give Greg back his ring.
Oh, I know. So does everybody in town who saw that scene you made at the diner. I'll take that, son.
I'm just gonna call you.
Oh, I'm sure you were. Assume the position. Hands on the car.
We didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, after what Greg did to you. I doubt anybody would blame you for losing control. Or you for being mighty jealous. After all, either one of you could have killed him.
Hey, neither one of us said anything about Greg Hutchins being dead.
No, I guess you didn't. You know, I'm afraid you two aren't going to be making it to Carmel this weekend. Watch your head, son.
Hey,
Hi.
you guys have been up all night.
Oh, yeah. But it was worth it. My hunch paid off.
Yeah, what much was that?
I was just sure that all these valuable antiquities were tied in with Greg's disappearance, and I was right.
How?
Look here. See those initials right at the bottom of the cross right there?
MSM.
Yeah, Mission San Miguel, and the same initials on some of the other pieces, too.
So you're saying that Greg ripped off a mission?
You know, these items never made it to the mission.
We found in the research that there was an old Spanish galleon, the Buenaventura, which was plying the coast along here, dropping off relics to some of the missions in Mexico and California. They're also carrying other valuables like coins, jewelry, to trade with the natives. It didn't make it, sank.
Where?
Oh, somewhere between Pismo Beach and Morro Bay, about 15 miles offshore.
Greg was a diver. So he must have discovered the wreck on one of his dives, which explains why no one claimed the loot.
Mm-hmm. And when he got arrested, he knew he was going to get found out sooner or later, and he didn't want to share all this wealth with the tax people.
Or have his treasure confiscated by the Spanish government as historical objects.
So our guess is he staged his own death and then continued to plunder the ship.
How much money are we talking about?
Millions and millions.
These gold coins are worth 20,000 apiece. And there were hundreds of them aboard that ship.
Well, does Greg know his cover's been blown?
Well, according to Jesse, he and Susan chased him down the street.
Well, then he knows.
Been trying to get Jesse on a cell phone. Can't get through.
Well, we have to get up to him and warn them.
Well, the problem is Jesse never told Dad where he actually is.
Now, Jesse did say that he had just seen the tallest oak tree in the state and a very quaint lighthouse, and that he was about 100 miles from Carmelia, so that narrows it down some.
Well, let's go.
We haven't had much use for a jail in this town. Although it's real nice for quiet cat naps. I know, it kind of looks like a dungeon. But we prefer to think of it as country charm. These stone walls are all that's left of the original structure. A bordello, believe it or not. In 1888, an old fisherman named Salty Maglu turned it
Shouldn't
into
you be reading us our rights rather than giving us a history lesson?
And I especially like the part about a lawyer being present during questioning.
Well, there's only one lawyer in Sea Ridge. And I'm afraid there'd be a conflict of interest. I'm also a notary.
You know the way you killed Greg Hutchins.
Son, who killed him isn't really important now.
It is to us.
And I am truly sorry your car broke down in Sea Ridge. This really is a nice little town.
I'm so sorry, Jesse. This whole thing is my fault.
You don't have to apologize.
Yes, I do. If I hadn't gone chasing after Greg, none of this would have happened.
Well, maybe. But, you know, I would have done the same exact thing.
I should have listened to you. If I had just had some pie and minded my own business, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I don't think we have anything to worry about, okay? Mark is bound to come searching for us when we don't show up for work.
Jesse, look. Everybody's headed to the diner again. What's going on?
You ever see Race with the Devil?
No.
Bad Day at Black Rock?
No.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, we passed the tallest oak tree in the state about 10 minutes ago. It should put us somewhere in here.
Yeah, but there's about a half dozen towns between here and Morro Bay. It's going to take all day to check out each one of them.
We don't have that kind of time.
No.
Bobo, anyone?
What possessed you to buy all that junk food?
It's the only way I could get the cashier to talk. Spent $20 on peanut butter cups.
$20? I hope she had something worthwhile to say.
As a matter of fact, she did. The only lighthouse within 100 miles of here is near a little place called Sea Ridge.
How far is it?
30 miles up the coast.
Well, Sea Ridge isn't even on the map.
It's probably too small.
Well, we better get going. I have a feeling there's something wrong.
All right.
It's over.
They don't seem very happy.
Well, I got a funny feeling we're not going to be either.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Yeah, this town has a dark secret that everyone shares.
I wouldn't put it like that.
Well, then what? You all part of some secret cult?
You seem like a couple of nice kids. And we know you didn't mean any harm, but the thing is, the people of Sea Ridge took a vote, and it was unanimous. You two are going to have to die.
How much time do you think we have left?
Well, the trial, the sentencing, last meal, all took less than an hour. I'd say the justice is pretty swift around here. You know, we're going to be executed in a few minutes. I think you can go off that diet now.
I was wrong to lie to you. About the ring, about Greg, about everything.
It's okay. I tell you what, if by some miracle you and I get out of this thing alive, we're going to promise each other to tell the truth about everything.
No matter what?
No matter what.
It's a promise.
You know, the truth is, I was jealous of Greg. I think deep down I wish that I could be the first one that you fell in love with.
You're the first one who counts.
I wish I could give you two a little more time alone, but we're on a schedule. I'm sorry.
This looks like a lovely town. Yeah, this place isn't big enough to be called a town.
Not a sound. Sit down, both of you. Enjoy your meal. Jay, keep our guests quiet while I go have a talk with our visitors. Well, afternoon.
Afternoon.
Can I help you folks with something?
Lieutenant Steve Sloan, L.A. Homicide. We're looking for a couple. We thought maybe...
Jesse Travis and Susan Hilliard.
You mind telling me how you know them?
We've only had one homicide in this town in 15 years. And it didn't happen until they showed up.
You know where they are?
I thought that's why you're here. They fled right after they killed Greg Hutchins. We don't have a real org here. To tell the truth, we haven't had much need for one until now.
Would you mind if I took a look?
Oh, I'd be obliged. Patty Corner won't be here for 3 hours. Who'd they kill in L.A.?
No one.
So why are a homicide detective, a medical examiner, and a doctor chasing them halfway up the state?
Because they're our friends.
Well, they don't seem very friendly to me.
They were just passing through town when Susan spotted Greg. She thought he was long dead. So she was a little surprised and curious to see him alive on your streets.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. The way I see it, they were stalking him. He got away once. But I got a dozen witnesses who say your friends caught up with him later at the diner and nearly killed him.
I think maybe your witnesses are exaggerating.
Well, one of them was my daughter. Jolene was in love with him.
It's pretty clear cut. He died from a stab wound to the heart, I'd say sometime this morning. Where's the murder weapon?
Here. My daughter found him nearly pinned to the floor. She's going to be carrying that horrific image with her for the rest of her life, thanks to your friends.
I flagged their credit card. Somebody fitting Jesse's description used his gas card at a station about an hour north of here. Car matches his, and the woman he was with was blonde, about 5'6".
That's them.
I'll notify the state police and the highway patrol.
Maybe we can catch him first.
I probably don't need to remind you, but they are suspects in a homicide investigation. I do expect them to be brought back here for questioning.
Let's go.
We got to speed things up. We don't have much time. Bring them out. Let's go.
Thank you. You've been a big help.
Take care. So what do you think?
We have to keep going north. It's the only thing we can do.
Right.
Now, how long ago was that? All right, well, keep me posted.
According to the manager, it sounds like it was Jesse and Susan over here.
They told her that they were on their way up to Carmel.
Well, then we're catching up to them. Jesse's credit card was used in a mini-mart another 20 miles north to charge a 6-pack of soda and a package of rice cakes.
20 miles north. That's not that far.
Oh, wait. We're not going north. We're going back, and I hope we're not too late.
Hey, Sheriff. See you.
Take care, Ben. Call the store. Make sure they're all cleared out. I've known Ben all my life. Hell, I've known everyone in this town since I was born. They were. It's a sad day for all of us.
Yeah, I could see how murdering a couple of people and driving off in a $70,000 car filled with gold can be a little depressing.
Son, I don't blame you for being upset. If it makes you feel any better, we aren't too happy about this either. Nobody was ever supposed to get hurt.
Just rich.
There's no crime in that mess.
There is now.
If I could do something about it, I would. All we ever wanted to do was to provide for our families, put food on the table. Ultimately, it's about survival. Yours or ours.
And we lose.
A single stroll along the cliff. Enjoy the shoreline. Beautiful sky. One little push, it'll be over in an instant. Come on.
Are these rubies genuine? I've never seen any quite that big. It's hard to believe they're real. Did this all come from the Buenaventura?
We brought it up ourselves.
You know, it's really hard to believe that Greg gave away his little secret.
Greg Hutchins found the wreckage, but he didn't have the resources to plunder it. He saw how the town was dying, so he offered us a deal.
And the town pitched in to loot the wreckage.
Well, it's better paying. And a lot more fun than the jobs that we used to have. The cannery and the fishing boats.
Really gave the town a sense of purpose. Brought us together.
It's amazing the whole town could keep such a big secret, especially with so much money involved.
You don't know our little town.
This isn't just a place to live, it's a part of who we are. When the cannery closed, this town started to die. Greg Hutchins gave us a way to save it so that we could all stay here.
So that's where Greg got the rings he gave us from the treasure.
A mistake. Greg wasn't from here, so it's no surprise he was the one person who couldn't be trusted.
So who killed him?
We all did. We're all in this together. For better or worse.
I guess this would qualify as worse.
I can't say it's worked out the way we hoped.
You know, that decoy couple you sent up the coast in Jesse's car almost kept us long enough for you to get away clear.
So what went wrong?
They bought rice cakes. Because that's what you figured Susan was eating.
But we didn't need to buy any because she had a whole suitcase full of them. Mark knew that.
And we didn't. But I think we'll still come through this okay.
Yeah, how do you figure that?
Well, there's only 5 of you against all of us. I don't see what's going to stop us from moving on the way we planned.
Oh, well, for starters, there's the highway patrol.
And the FBI.
Oh, and the IRS. I think a regular course of antibiotics will take care of the infection. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks for the opinion.
Hey, how do you like my hair?
Wow, I hate it. Makes you look 10 years older.
Thank you.
Jesse, that was a little brutal. Aren't you worried about hurting her feelings?
Oh, no. After this weekend, we promised each other that we would tell the truth no matter how painful it might be. Things could be better. Would you excuse me?
Nothing surprising to report. He died of gunshot wounds inflicted from behind. He had an enlarged thyroid and a little arteriosclerosis. And his last meal of fried oysters and cake probably didn't help matters.
He's the second Hill Ridge Estate resident this month. The first one was identified as a Bill Donnelly. Kind of puts a new spin on their motto. Security is our priority.
Those gated communities are pretty strict. Maybe he put too much of that tam bark mulch on his lawn. Well, it was stuck to the bottom of his sneakers.
Did you say the shot came from inside the community?
Yeah, it looks like it. But their lawyers are so good they've stonewalled us out of getting anything.
Is there any connection between victim 1 and victim 2?
None so far, except for the high probability that it's the same killer.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This area is restricted.
Oh, not again.
You two know each other?
Hi, I'm Shelby Turner. I'm a reporter.
For Comet Magazine.
Is that the zombies ate my babies?
You know, these scum of the earth, Comet.
We do hard-hitting investigative journalism. Perhaps you read a piece of mine a few months back about the Biggerstaff crime family. Dr.
Sloan.
Sloan! You two are related.
See how fast you made that connection? Boy, those zombie children didn't stand a chance.
Who's this?
Excuse me.
It's Paul Foster, the guy you were bugging me about this morning. She barged into the station and demanded to see the investigator in charge.
Yeah, well, I finished the autopsy.
Well, don't volunteer anything.
So what leads have you developed?
Nothing I'm going to share with you.
Well, there's more to this story than you realize. Foster called me. He told me that there were alien replicants living in that community. You're missing the bust of a lifetime.
Undercover in a gated community of $1 million homes.
Captain, we're getting nowhere. We can't get past the lawyers, much less the front gate.
Well, I'm not questioning the need for an investigation. It's the undercover part. What are you going to go in as, a inspector?
No, as a resident at the victim's house. Paul Foster, as far as we can tell, he has no known relatives. Until now.
Well, what about places of business, known enemies? The usual.
No, dead ends. The guy just moved here. He lives off his investments. We can't come up with any reason why someone would shoot the guy.
What about witnesses?
None.
Well, what's your cover going to be?
Opposition. Oh, come on, now think about it. It's perfect. My father's on staff at Community General. I can set up a practice there in 2 minutes.
You can also perform a couple of surgeries. Pick up a little extra cash on the side.
No, ear, nose, and throat guy. No scalpels, just popsicle sticks.
You know, your cover is supposed to be convincing. How are you going to pull off being a doctor?
Come on, Captain. I've been around hospitals and doctors all my life. For example, take that mole on your cheek.
What about it?
It's a congenital nevus. There's 1 chance in 50 that'll turn into a full-blown melanoma.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'll cut it out later with an ice pick.
Slightly misshapen, flat to the skin, no hair follicles. Yeah, it's a problem waiting to happen, especially if you have a history of severe sunburn. That hasn't changed shape recently, has it?
You know, why don't we lay off the mole, okay? It's part of my personality.
So, I have your permission to go undercover?
Yeah. Just remember, no malpractice suits, okay?
Oh, and I'm serious about that mole.
Out the door's waiting.
Yeah. Dr. Steve Foster. You, protecting us from killer bees? The gun, it's a joke.
Welcome to Hill Ridge Estates, sir. Have a pleasant stay.
Right.
Ah, you must be Dr. Foster. I'm Cliff Maloney, head of the Homeowners Association here. I'm terribly sorry about what happened to your brother.
Me too. It was a real shock.
I don't know how long you and Mrs. Foster plan on staying, but for whatever that period of time, I'd like to welcome you to the community.
Mrs. Foster?
Hello, honey. I didn't think I'd see you till tonight.
I didn't think I'd see you at all.
I decided to come early.
Wish you'd warned me.
I didn't have time. I had to get groceries for the dinner party.
Thanks very much for the invitation. I think this is a great way of remembering Paul. It was a pleasure to meet the both of you. Let me know if I can do anything, and always feel free to call security. They're extremely efficient.
They have that reputation.
Excuse me.
You realize the position you put me in?
The best possible one.
We had to talk.
Of course. Suitcases, darling.
Wouldn't want to forget my suitcases. Darling, after the trip I've had. Where are you going? We need to talk.
Not until we unpack your bags. The master bedroom's up here. You're gonna love it.
Better.
And wait till you see the master bathroom. It's gigantic. From now on, whenever you hear the shower running, it means I want to talk to you in here.
Better acoustics.
No, it's the only place that we can talk safely.
Why, alien replicants so like water?
The place is bugged, top to bottom.
You've been reading too many of your own magazines.
Paul Foster told me he used to always call me from the bathroom with the water running. He said it was the only place that he felt safe.
Well, maybe he felt safe here, but I don't.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving. The steam is bad for my jacket.
Didn't you hear what I said? Paul Foster was scared.
Well, he may have been scared, but he wasn't very smart. Cell phone conversations can very easily be intercepted.
Well, I think he feels worse than anybody about that. Now that he's dead, that's a condition I'd like to avoid.
Well, the way I feel is a condition I might consider helping you achieve.
You need me.
Oh, I can hardly wait to hear how.
I already told them all that I was your wife. If you kicked me out, you'd blow your cover.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find out about my cover?
I have my sources.
Mm-hmm. Well, when this is over, you're going to jail for interfering with a police investigation.
When this is over, you'll be happy I was here. Now clean up. We have guests coming over. And remember, in case Foster was right about all the bugs, and he was, we are husband and wife even when we're completely alone together.
Unless we're taking a shower.
You'll feel so much better.
That's an interesting technique, picking up a fork like that.
Protects the monograms on the handles. Too many hands would just rub it right off.
Well, these aren't monogrammed.
They should be. It's an old habit you fall back into when you're trying to keep yourself busy after your brother-in-law dies.
You know, it's funny, he never mentioned either of you.
There was a strain between Paul and Steve. It's just a tragedy they never patched things up.
She's very efficient.
Obsessed.
Pretty.
Annoying.
How do you mean?
Well, for instance, she thinks the whole house is bugged.
Is it?
Doubtful.
You're not sure?
No.
I think I'd give her the benefit of the doubt. She's been 2 steps ahead so far.
Excuse me, Dr. Foster. I've got some folks here I'd like you to meet. This is Charles and Frederica Harris. They're your next-door neighbors. And Frank and Kathleen Wolverton, they live down the block.
Right.
Dr. Steve Foster.
This is Dr. Mark Sloan. He's my boss at Community General.
Nice to meet you. Quite a neighborhood you've got here.
Yeah, sure is nicer than our old place. Certainly more efficient.
But dull. Every property is just like every other property. Fescue lawns, shag carpets. There's blonde wood and marble everywhere.
But it did put you into redecorating overdrive. You should see it wheel those credit cards.
Frank complains, but I've made the house feel just like we're back in Miami.
You know, somebody did a nice job of this house.
Yes, but it's not warm. I told Paul he really should have used more color.
We are so sorry about your brother. It's a terrible tragedy.
Thank you very much.
Did you know Paul, Dr. Sloan?
Well, you know, I don't think anybody really knew Paul.
Truer words were never spoken.
Thanks for having us, Doctor. We're going to take off.
Thank you all for coming.
I think I'll go freshen myself.
Good night.
That's one long-suffering man. But I'm not. I know what you are. I know what you're doing here. Stay, and I'll tear your heart out and eat it with some berries and cream for breakfast. Shelby. Great dinner party. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Darling, I need your help with the shower.
I don't see anything wrong with the shower.
There.
Wouldn't it be easier just to stick those in the dishwasher?
That would wash the fingerprints off.
Oh, along with the gravy and those little bits of ham.
Just run these. We need to find out who these people really are.
You set up this party just to get fingerprints?
There is a conspiracy going on in this community. I can feel it.
There is no conspiracy. There is one bad guy, and I've got a pretty good idea who he is.
Who?
Charles Harris. He threatened to kill me, like you're trying to do with his steam.
Well, that's wonderful.
Well, thank you for your concern.
Did he say anything about the mothership? Signals from Mishar Nebula?
No, but he did mention the Trilateral Commission and the earthquake machine the Russians have been using.
Okay, fine. Don't take me seriously, but don't come crying to me when replicants take over.
Oh, you were right about one thing. The house is bugged. I found a transmitter in the intercom.
And?
And I found a transmitter in the intercom.
Would it kill you to say thanks for the warning?
Yes. Now, how far are we going to go with this little marriage deception? Because the people that are listening are not going to stop just because the sun went down.
Don't worry. I've got it all figured out. How can you be so insensitive, you pig? You can sleep on the couch again tonight. Till I change my mind. Men.
No, no, no.
Oh, come on, Amanda. You don't even know what I'm going to ask.
I don't do windows. I do not do dishes, so forget about it.
Look, this is the dirty silverware from last night's party. I got to get the fingerprints off of it. I can't go anywhere near the station as long as I'm posing as Dr. Stephen Foster,
Otolaryngologist.
whatever.
All right, I'm going to work with you. I'll squeeze this in between the stroke victim and the guy that got hit by a train.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey! Your congratulations are in order.
What are you talking about?
A wife and a medical degree all in one day?
And I'm counting the hours till I don't have either.
All right, I have the chart on Donnelly here, the first Hill Ridge victim. The circumstances were almost identical to Foster's killing. They both were shot twice, once to the base of the skull and the second time through the heart. And they both were shot from behind at long distances.
We're looking for a professional sharpshooter.
Sounds like a warm and welcoming community you live in.
Amanda Bentley, pathology. Yes, I'll be right down. Steve, you're not going to believe this. You have a patient waiting for you downstairs.
Right.
I'm not joking. They want you down there stat.
That means fast.
I know. What am I going to do?
What are you going to do? You treat him, examine him, comfort him. Most importantly, don't hurt him. It's part of the Hippocratic Oath.
I never took the Hippocratic Oath.
You kidding me? In that cool jacket? That fancy name tag? You could have fooled me.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes, I am. All those times you dragged me into doing police work. All those times I stood face to face with death.
You never stood face to face with death.
All right, well, all the times I mistakenly thought I was standing face to face with death. This is payback time. There's some rubber gloves in that dispenser on the wall in case you need them.
In case I need them for what?
Probing.
You're coming with me.
I got rounds.
I need a consult.
Here's his chart.
Doctor.
Well, hiya, Doc. I hope you don't mind, but I remember you saying you're an ear, nose, and throat guy. Well, I've been putting off getting this sinus thing checked out for the longest time. But who better to check me than Paul's brother?
Yes, who better? Mr. Maloney, this is Dr. Travis. He's a promising young physician here.
Learning at the feet of the master.
Wow. Guess I picked the right doctor. So where did you transfer from?
Private practice. So, Dr. Travis, what would your first diagnostic move be?
Well, I think I would begin by examining the patient.
Good answer.
Oh, you're right. He's a smart one. You know, Paul never spoke too much about his family. Which of you takes after your dad?
Our sister. Now then,
Which end of the depressor do you use?
This one. Now, open wide.
Should you be examining the patient?
Well, I need a baseline for the purposes of comparison. Say, ah.
Ah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good thing I decided to take a look. This tonsil back here is pretty inflamed.
Oh.
This one back here. We'll discuss that tonsil later, Doctor, but I'm afraid I may have to take it out.
Whatever you say, Doc.
You know, it's a terrible shame about Paul. I just can't imagine why anyone would want to harm a man like your brother.
Neither can All righty then. Let's just have a look, shall we?
Can I get a new one of those? That one's kind of wet.
Oh, you know what? We won't even use a tongue depressor.
That's how good he is.
Here we go. You know, I think I'll refer you to one of our allergists.
Huh?
We only have one allergist.
That's the one I'm going to refer you to.
Good. Because I'd like to get to the bottom of this.
See to it, will you, Dr. Travis, and make it snappy? We're late for round.
It's the best.
Hi, I'm Paul Foster's sister-in-law. The house around the corner, the stucco one with the tile roof.
They're all stucco. And they all have tile, ma'am.
450. The TV's broken. I think the cable's out.
I'll come have a look.
Sorry we're late. Dr. Travis invited me to go on rounds with him.
Oh, please stop discouraging him.
The doctor invited himself.
Yeah, I got to maintain my cover. Someone's already come to check on it. With my luck, the whole community will show up for an exam.
Well, while you guys were on your rounds, we were busy getting the fingerprint analysis done.
That was fast work. Deceased. What's going on?
All the guests at the party were already dead.
Oh, that's impossible. They didn't look dead. I mean, they ate, they breathed, they didn't even smell bad.
And he says he isn't a doctor.
Oh, come on, you guys cooked this up, didn't you? This is a joke.
No joke and no mistake.
Honey, I'm home.
Why did you knock? Married couples don't knock, they barge in. At least that's what my ex-husband did. It's one of the reasons I divorced him. And where have you been all day? I would expect to be abandoned by my ex-husband like that, but you're a cop. You're supposed to be a more responsible spouse.
Aren't you getting into this marriage role just a little too much?
For your information, while you were out playing doctor all day, I was busy investigating. There were people walking their dogs. The dogs looked drugged. So did the people, for that matter.
Really?
There were workmen.
They were supposed to be workmen.
They weren't working. They were watching me.
No, why wouldn't they watch you? You're new here, you're pretty.
You really think I'm pretty?
Look, just get to the point, will you?
There were milkmen delivering milk. Now, who delivers milk these days?
Milkmen?
Okay, how about this one? I asked the cable repairman to come check my reception. He came without an appointment.
Now, that is strange.
Did you run those prints?
Yeah, we ran into prints.
Well, are you going to tell me about it willingly and get over with, or am I going to have to pester it out of you?
Well, we don't have the whole story yet. And I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation. But the fingerprints of every resident at that party last night belong to someone who was already deceased.
Dead people?
Let's not rush to judgment. Let's just get the facts.
This is better than alien replicants. I've got to call my editor.
No, you are not calling anyone.
The story's too big to sit on.
You don't have a story, unless you're going to make one up.
We're talking dead people.
Look, I'm not letting you out of this room until you promise me you're not going to call anyone.
I just don't want to get scooped.
You won't. Whatever this place is hiding, they've been doing it for a long time, and they'll do anything to protect it. We have to be careful. Now, promise me.
Okay, I promise. But I'm just a comet reporter, remember? Scum of the earth.
I trust you.
Fell changing a light bulb.
He's dead.
Give him some room. Cause of death looks accidental. Mr. Harris broke his neck the moment he fell. There's nothing anybody could have done for him.
I wonder.
You think the alien replicants got him? I think your wife needs you.
You okay?
I'm tired. My stomach's upset. I've seen enough death for one lifetime. Take me home.
Where are you going?
To sleep on the couch again. Remember?
Don't, please. After everything that happened today, I really don't want to be alone. Would you mind staying up here tonight?
Not at all. Honey.
But I'm not ready to have you back in my bed yet.
It's all right. I'll sleep in the recliner. Let's just try and get some sleep, okay? Always loved recliners. Good night, honey.
Good night, darling.
Listen, I gotta go, but do me a favor, will you? Stay out of trouble. No more walks around the neighborhood.
Well, it's a new day. Something terrible is going on in this neighborhood, and I intend to find out what.
But this is a murder investigation. I don't want to come back here and find out you're the latest victim.
There won't be. I promise.
I mean it, Shelby.
I know you do.
Charles Harris had a contusion on his forehead, undoubtedly caused by the fall from the ladder. He also had a badly twisted ankle from the same fall. But what killed him was a broken neck, plain and simple. I couldn't find anything else. I looked, trust me.
I just don't buy this as an accident. The guy that threatened me at the party just happens to die in his own house changing a light bulb.
You found traces of Synthroid in Harris's system.
Nothing significant, just a therapeutic dosage.
What's Synthroid?
It's a thyroid replacement drug.
Well, didn't you say Paul Foster had an enlarged thyroid?
Yes, but he died from gunshot wounds, not thyroid disease.
Yeah, but I still think we ought to do a few more tests to find out what else our two bodies have in common.
All right, this is a partial gene sequence on both men, but the number of correlations is no fluke.
What's the percentage?
You tell me. I'll highlight them.
3 out of 4.
What's it mean?
Well, if Amanda were to run a test on you and me, we'd match up about 50% of the time. Because I'm your father, I contributed 50% of your genetic material. Your mother contributed the other half. So there's only one way that two people can match up 75% of the time.
They were brothers.
And they kept that a secret even though they lived across the street from each other? Why? What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Certainly puts a different spin on the Harris's threat. You know, he knew you were an imposter. He probably thought you had something to do with Paul's death. He was terrified of you. Did Shelby ever explain why Paul Foster contacted her, of all people?
Well, I assume it's because she was the only person that would listen to a story about alien replicants.
I wonder.
Hi. Am I looking at the same guy that gave me the gift subscription to Smithsonian Magazine?
Yes, you are. But I'll tell you something. I think you want to subscribe to Comet Magazine. This stuff is great. Did you know that there's an entire civilization of trolls living 11 miles under Mount Etna?
No, I must have missed that chapter in social studies.
Well, by God, Shelby knew about it because she wrote an article. And she did a 3-parter in here on spontaneous human combustion. You know that just one extra burger boy with cheese causes your body to pass critical mass to go up in flames?
Why are you doing this?
Because I wanted to find out what the connection between Paul Foster and Shelby was.
Well, she said he called it from Hill Ridge Estates.
I think she knew him long before he ever arrived in Hill Ridge.
You're kidding.
Look at this. Just after the article on the rat people living in the sewers of New York, there's a genuine piece of journalism right there. About the bigger staff crime family in Miami. She mentioned it the other day.
This was written 7 months ago.
4 days before a big bus took that family down. Now, the Godfather family goes on trial this week in Miami.
So you think Foster was the unnamed source that she mentions in the article?
I think when he found himself in trouble, he called the one person he thought he could trust.
But what kind of trouble? And don't say alien replicants.
Look at this, Miami newspaper. The 4 principal witnesses in the Biggerstaff case have been put under protective custody.
And all the residents at the Hill Ridge Estates have assumed names. And all the fingerprints match up with dead people.
Our tax dollars are worth.
Except out of the 4 protected witnesses, 3 are dead.
Well, our tax dollars don't work that well.
Well, at least we know how the 3 victims are connected and why they were killed.
We don't know who the 4th witness is, and we don't know who's trying to kill him. Headed back to Hillridge?
Yeah, I think it's time to find out what's really going on.
Hello, Dr. Foster.
Hey, Phil. Gonna get the gate for me?
Andrew, we can see him.
It was a geranium, wasn't it? I was supposed to plant narcissus. Lieutenant Steve Sloan, LAPD. I want to talk to the man in charge.
That's good, because he wants to talk to you.
We already know who you are, Lieutenant. But thanks for your willingness to share. Oh, and thanks for the soda. It's a well-stocked kitchen you've got here.
Thank you. Now it's your turn for the ID. And not the one that says Clifton Maloney. Your real ID, your FBI badge.
Who said anything about FBI?
Unless you guys have turned the witness protection program over to the Forest Service, you're FBI. I assume you've increased security on the 4th witness in the bigger staff trial.
Well, that's very good, Lieutenant. But since you're fishing for his name, I'll just cross you off the list of potential assassins.
I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is you keeping this secret from the local authorities. Specifically me.
It's federal jurisdiction.
Yet dead bodies keep turning up in my jurisdiction.
Oh, and I suppose that justifies you coming in here undercover and potentially blowing the entire thing.
Oh, no, you guys are doing a great job of that all by yourselves. 3 dead witnesses out of 4. You ever consider it might be an inside job?
Now, wait a minute.
Seems to me you could use some help from someone objective, like the LAPD.
Okay. You want in? You find out what your lady friend was doing here the night Paul Foster was killed. See, our perimeter surveillance cameras caught her on film. She lured him to the north fence. He was shot on his way there.
Those shots came from behind. She couldn't have done it.
No, but she's obviously involved, or she wouldn't have been there at all. She's probably involved in 2 other murders as well. We just can't get her to tell us how.
Where is she?
She's here. She's fine.
She better be. Get her. You know, you really should have brought me in on this earlier.
Took us a while to check you out, Lieutenant. And then we were hoping she was going to slip up and tell you something.
And all you got was the sound of running water.
She's a very attractive woman.
You got enough to charge her?
Not yet. But we will.
Steve. Thank God.
You all right?
Yeah.
Good. Shelby Turner, I'm placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
What?
What do you think you're doing, Lieutenant?
I'm arresting her for interfering with the police investigation.
You can't do that.
Well, you prefer I take her in as a material witness in a homicide?
I prefer you leave her here.
I've got legitimate charges I can bring against her. You don't. As soon as you do, let me know. I'll return her to your custody. In the meantime, she's my prisoner and she's going to my jail.
You're interfering with a federal investigation, Lieutenant Sloan.
Under the circumstances, it's my sworn duty to interfere. You can't even keep your own witnesses alive.
This isn't over.
Got that right. As soon as he uncuffs me, I'm going to strangle him.
Keys.
Give him the keys.
If you take me to jail, I'll kill you. I swear it. But tell me you don't believe him.
You make it kind of hard when you keep threatening to kill me.
Right. Look, you've been playing the sullen cop for 45 minutes. Are you going to uncuff me and we can talk about this or not?
I really should arrest you, you know.
I didn't kill Paul Foster.
I know.
Well, then why are you pulling this "it's my sworn duty" thing on Maloney?
Because I can't leave you with someone who might have already killed 3 people. Now tell me about Paul Foster, and this time tell me everything.
He was my source inside the bigger staff crime family. 7 months later, he calls me up and he tells me he's got this even bigger story, but his life is in danger. And he needs me to help him survive.
So he arranged for you to meet him outside the Hill Ridge Estates that night.
I didn't lure him to his death. I didn't have anything to do with any of it. You believe me, don't you?
You make it difficult.
I know.
I mean, really difficult.
I know.
I can't believe this.
What, that you're falling for the scum of the earth?
No.
I can't believe I'm falling for someone who would call me the scum of the earth.
I never said that.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Well, then.
You really believe in spontaneous human combustion?
Let me show you how it works.
Ah, I see you're still on the Hill Ridge Estate case. You know, he's not really a doctor. He just likes to pretend.
So then I opened up the back of the phone truck and I see all this equipment inside. Miniature cameras, parabolic microphones, even ammunition. All of a sudden, a couple guys grabbed me and they tossed me inside.
The truck was parked in front of the Wolverton house, wasn't it?
How'd you know?
Just a guess, because at your dinner party, Kathleen Wolverton said her home was Miami.
Where the bigger staffs operated. Nice guess. You want a job at the Comet?
No thanks.
So we know that Frank Wolverton was the fourth witness, but we're still no closer to finding the killer.
I think the FBI is behind it all. I think this is a conspiracy that reaches to the highest levels of our federal government. Sorry. Sometimes I can't help myself.
Did you see Frank Wolverton at all today?
No, I did see his wife, though. She said he was hiding while the workmen buffed her new hardwood floors.
She's obsessed.
She's more than that. You noticed more than you thought you noticed. Amanda, I'd like you to do a recheck on an autopsy for me.
I'm giving her back. I already called Maloney. He knows what's coming.
Boy, the Wolvertons really have a nice place. She's not in handcuffs.
When I changed my mind about arresting her, I decided to start dating her instead.
Well, Mrs. Wolverton, you were absolutely right to redecorate the place is lovely.
Thank you, Dr. Sloan.
Tiffany and I absolutely just love them. And a Persian rug. Oh, much more attractive than shag.
You stopped by for the home and garden tour?
I agree. Shag sheds, and it's hard to vacuum.
Mm-hmm. Although, you know, Persian rugs will shed, too, especially if they're hand-tied like this one. I had the medical examiner recheck the autopsy report on that first murder victim. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, the same kind of carpet fibers on his pants leg.
Really? He must have been visiting the Utleys. I believe they have new rugs as well.
And hardwood floors, they sure can make a house a home, can't they? That is, when the varnish dries.
They do tend to stay tacky for a while.
You know, even when varnish sets, it still can be really sticky on your shoes.
Yes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's why we found tan bark from your lawn on the bottom of Paul Foster's shoes the night he was murdered. It stuck to the varnish that he had picked up from your new floors.
Foster wasn't here the other night. At least I didn't see him.
Your wife did. He probably told her he was leaving here. He was scared that he was going to be the next victim.
And your wife made sure he was.
And forensics also found some varnished flecks on the entryway to Charles Harris's home. You tracked it in when you went in there to kill him.
I'm being set up. Frank, don't listen to them, please.
Kathleen, what have you done?
She used her designer touch on all three of the other witnesses. That's what she did. And you were next.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. I wanted my life back. Couldn't stand to live here for another day. When I found out about the amount of money the bigger staffs were offering for witnesses, I couldn't pass it up.
And since you're a crack shot...
Skeet. Off the back of Daddy's yacht.
I thought you loved me.
I loved you in Miami. I didn't love you in California. This isn't home, Frank. No matter how much redecorating I did, it would never be home.
You would trade my life for a house in Miami.
The right house.
Put her in handcuffs.
How'd you figure this one out?
Good forensics, logical deductions.
One very big guess.
It's gonna make a great story. You know what's so cool about it?
What's that?
There aren't any mutants in it.
I thought you loved mutants. It's not a job requirement for working at the Comet?
I think I might sit on this story for a week or two. What do you think about that?
Why would you do that?
Give the FBI a chance to relocate some of its witnesses.
Well, how about that? A reporter with integrity.
Well, how about that? A cop with attitude. I left my makeup in the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then we can stop playing Dr. and Mrs. Foster.
Yeah, I guess we can. There's no one listening anymore, you know.
I know.
George! Come here. Watch. Look. You wouldn't believe the stuff people throw away. Pianos, anchors, grenades.
Sometimes relatives, sometimes in pieces.
You get used to it, you know.
I don't.
Found her credit cards and ID.
Name is Sally Jenkins. Got an SAG card. Guess she was an actress.
Yeah? Well, she's doing a great job of playing dead.
I can see this isn't going to be my day.
Better than hers.
When I grow up, I want to be a very famous clown and have the people laugh at me when the circus comes to town. I'll make them glad when they are sad. I'll chase away each frown. I'll honk my nose and tip my hat when the circus comes to town. And when you hear the old Calliope, you watch me and you laugh. I'll jump like a seal and roll like a wheel and stretch my neck like a big giraffe. I hope you see me when I'm shown, when I become a clown. Next year when I am fully grown and the circus comes to town.
Looking all over for you.
It's been a long time since I entertained the kids.
I suppose it's just a coincidence that you happen to pick 15 minutes before Harry Trumbull's retirement party to do it.
Is that today?
Like that, if you don't want to go, just say so.
Why would I want to go?
You didn't catch the clown killer?
Oh, God, it was a long time ago. It's been years since that task force was disbanded.
Doesn't mean it hasn't been eaten away at you both.
Mark, I put it behind me.
Well, maybe you have, but we both know Harry hasn't. Is that why you've been avoiding the party?
You know, I was the last person to leave that task force 8 years ago, and we haven't spoken since. Kind of awkward time to start again.
We're the best. Harry could use his friends right now. He hasn't got many left.
Let's go.
All right, holster your guns. We've got the man of the hour. Here is Harry Trumbull. Even a bullet in the throat couldn't keep him from achieving what most detectives dream of. He managed to milk one case for 15 years and keep himself off the streets. Harry Trumbull.
Here.
Thank you. Congratulations, Harry. 40 years on the job. That's quite an achievement.
Not exactly what I'd hope to be remembered for. You taught a lot of homicide detectives how to do their job. That's a legacy that'll last a long time.
You of all people should know exactly what I'm talking about. But then again, you've solved a lot of murders since then. Well, I've been locked away in my little room.
Harry, you locked yourself away in that room.
It's because the clown killer's still out there. Only now, no one will be looking for him.
Harry, you did the best job you could do. It's time to put that behind you now. Enjoy your life a little bit. You always talked about going deep-sea fishing in Cabo. Do it.
Oh, I talked about a lot of things. Talked about a wife, kids, grandchildren. You know what happened to that?
I'm sure glad you invited me to come down here.
No surprises in the autopsy. Sally Jenkins was definitely strangled, probably from behind with bare hands. You can tell by the bruises around her neck.
Too bad we can't get fingerprints off flesh.
Well, that day will come, but until then we have DNA. She definitely fought. I found skin under her fingernails. You find the killer, and I'll nail him with chromosomes.
Give me a couple of days.
That's pretty optimistic.
She had a boyfriend that didn't want to let go. She called the cops on him twice. Last time he broke down her door with a sledgehammer. He didn't show up for work today.
That's pretty promising. Any idea why the white makeup?
Because the clown killer didn't finish his work. Why wasn't I notified about this immediately?
Because you're retired.
The 24 hours that passed since I handed in my badge hasn't helped my memory that much. I'm still the expert on the clown killer.
This isn't a clown killing.
No, you just let me be the judge of that, okay? Good thing I still have a few friends on the force who let me in on this before the trail got cold. This is our best lead.
Harry, the clown killer stabbed his victims and painted a clown face on them. Sally Jenkins was strangled, and she's not wearing a clown face.
That's because something or someone interrupted him before he finished. That's why this is the most significant break we ever had. There could be a witness out there.
The clown killer also made an incision in his victim's tongues. She doesn't have one.
He didn't get to finish. Are you listening to me?
Look, I've heard enough. Sally Jenkins was an actress. Between gigs, she worked birthday parties as storybook characters. When we checked her apartment, we found an open jar of white face paint on her makeup table.
She was probably at the makeup table when she was strangled. The clown killer picked up his victims on the street. He never entered anyone's home.
I'm telling you, it's him.
And he just happens to strike in the same day that you retire and the task force is officially shut down.
That's exactly why he did it. To laugh at me, to laugh at all of us.
Harry, we all know how you feel. You've been forced to leave your job before your work is done. You have to let go.
Oh, I will. The day I catch him.
He was a very good cop once.
Yes, he was.
You two were good friends. I'm sure he could use one right now.
Not me, I'm afraid.
promise you. I'll get him.
That's our world-famous corned beef salad. And the next one is a smoked tongue cob. And then the one after that is our famous Santa Fe pastrami Caesar.
Definitely original.
Oh, yeah. I like to think of them as salads a man would not be ashamed to eat.
Don't you think they're a little hearty?
Well, hearty, yes. But it's the only way I can get Steve to put a little roughage on the menu. Hey.
Give me some bacon and eggs, will you, Chess?
You can get them yourself.
Yeah, gouge your eyes out with my spoon, too.
Hey, well, a bright good morning to you, too.
Well, this early in the morning routine works great. You can't believe what I get people to do for me.
You're saying you're actually good for it?
Great. I got a line on Sally Jenkins' ex-boyfriend, Ed Pender. His brother, Erno, runs a wrecking yard in Venice. I checked him out. He likes to break down doors with sledgehammers, trucks, benches.
Maybe he's going to his brother for understanding or something. What?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, the TV was on back. I thought you might want to see this.
The clown killer terrorized this city a decade ago in a string of killings that left 6 women dead and police baffled. And now comes the terrifying news that he's back. The clown killer took responsibility for the slaying in a note delivered to this station late last night. Its authenticity was confirmed by Lieutenant Harry Trumbull, the head of the Clown Killer Task Force.
Yes, there has been another killing. Unfortunately, it's consistent with his past murders. And so is the note, which contains information that only the clown could know.
I knew that Harry was obsessed with that clown. I never thought he'd go this far.
He's going to have this whole city in a panic. Well, that's the station. I got to go.
I want to tag along with you.
All right, listen up. The chief has reactivated the Clown Killer Task Force, and Harry Trumbull have been reinstated. You're all assigned to this. Other casework is temporarily suspended.
How do we know it was the clown and not some crank?
All of the clown's letters include the victim's time of death. Now, that's something only the killer and we knew. He put it in military time at the end of his message, and that's one tidbit we never released to the media.
Yeah, you report to Harry. He's going to coordinate the investigation. That's all.
All right, here you do the assignment. Now it's scud work. But that's how we're going to nail him. I want daily reports on my desk, 9 o'clock. Yes, sir. Mark. I'd like you back on the team.
I will help you perpetuate this fraud, Harry. The clown didn't write that letter, you did.
Oh, get your priorities straight, will you? Clown killer's still out there. I'm going to stop him.
Well, you're monopolizing the resources of the police department to evade retirement. How many killers are looking for you out there?
Here's your assignment, Detective.
How nice of the clown to say hello. Timely, too.
You got a job to do. Why don't you go out there and do it?
You don't really believe the clown is back, do you?
What I do believe is that every television and newspaper reporter in the city is camped outside the chief's office. He's expecting results. We've got to give it to him.
The clown didn't kill Sally Jenkins. Give me one day and I can prove it.
One day. And your clock is ticking.
Trumbull.
As the husband is, the wife is. Thou art mated with the clown. 1100 hours. What do you want? It's been a long time, Harry. Thanks for inviting me to clown around again.
Something wrong?
Oh, no. Just a crank call.
It's so nice to be back.
come back.
Don't come until I take a look.
I should congratulate you, Harry. You were right after.
What do we have here?
Young female, 22. The name on the driver's license is Trudy Shedlow. It's there.
When I got that page, I could hardly bring myself to come down there. Even in the car, I kept hoping.
We all did.
Well, the only thing that matters is to see this never happens again. I'm gonna need your help, Steve. Can I count on it?
Yeah, Harry.
I want to know everything you've seen since you got here. I'm glad you're back on the team, Doc.
I'm just here to finish the job I started 10 years ago, Harry, that's all. And I still believe that letter was a fake. And when this thing's over, I want to find out the truth.
Fair enough.
So where's the clown been hiding all these years?
He hasn't been. Remember his last killing, 89? We all wondered why he vanished.
I remember hearing a lot of theories.
Yeah, we thought he was bored of a killing, or he finished a pattern that we didn't understand.
Yeah, pretty useless.
Yeah, because it was based on wishful thinking. Truth is, the clown never stopped killing.
I don't remember hearing about any murders that even sounded like the clown's.
That's because you were looking in the wrong places. Just like I've been doing for so long.
Yeah. Siberia?
Oh, it's pretty rugged country up there. Only thaws out a couple of months in the summer. July 1990, when the snow melted, it uncovered 6 dead women.
Stabbed?
Well, Siberian record keeping isn't up to our standard. But at least one woman had an incision on her tongue. And enough of their faces survived the winter. Showed traces of grease paint.
Clown faces?
Well, not exactly clown. I reconstructed these from bits and pieces of the victims' photos. Skomoroki. In Russian mythology, he's the trickster. Joker.
You reconstructed this, so you don't know that this is actually what was painted on the victim.
Oh, wait, I got more. Eshu. In most African cultures, this is the fool. Now, we found indications of him on 4 murdered women in Nigeria in 1993. This is Nasreddin, Saudi Arabia. Do I have to explain what he is?
So, the clown has been traveling around the world adapting his killing to the local cultures here. And you managed to figure this out.
Oh, I was sure he wasn't going to stop killing.
Siberia, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria. They're all oil-producing countries.
And Mexico and Venezuela. You've traced his path for the last 10 years.
So he worked for an oil company. And the reason he stopped killing here is because he was transferred.
And then he was transferred back.
So we have to figure out what oil companies have operations in these countries. Then we've got to make a list of all the employees whose movements parallel these killings.
That's why they gave me a dozen officers. Now it's a matter of time before you watch me bring them down.
Harry, Dad, I'd like you to meet Jed Pender. He just admitted murdering his girlfriend, Sally Jenkins.
He couldn't have.
Seems Jed wanted Sally to stay home and watch videos. She wanted to go to work playing Raggedy Ann at a kid's birthday party. He settled the argument by throttling her to death. I think the DNA tests in the skin found under her fingernails will prove it.
Why would the clown confess to somebody else's murder?
Go on, Harry. Explain that to us.
Well, the only reason I could think of it, he's toying with us.
Somebody is.
So you think Harry faked that letter so we wouldn't take away his task force?
Of course he did.
And then what happened? He didn't think we were enthusiastic enough, so he killed the second girl himself?
No, we don't believe Harry's responsible for something like that, but if he forged that letter, he's responsible for the second murder.
You had some problems with Harry a few years ago. Is that right?
That has nothing to do with this.
Of course not. But unlike Harry, you don't have any personal agenda at all.
Look, if the clown was living in L.A., sir, and he saw those fake letters, it might have inspired him to start the killing again.
It's a very interesting theory, Sloan. What is your point?
You've got to take Trumbull off the task force. No. Are you going to reward him for what he did?
Sloan, have you seen the news lately? People are afraid. Harry Trumbull makes them feel safe.
Harry's the reason they're scared.
They don't know that. All they know is that this force has an expert on the clown killer. And he's going to use all of his expertise to stop this maniac from killing innocent women.
His investigation is hopelessly compromised, sir. If he forged that letter...
Look, that accusation is without any evidence so far. Unless you are holding something back on me. You want Harry Trumbull punished for what he did?
If he forged that letter, I think he should be held accountable, yes.
I assume you share your father's sentiments.
Yes, sir.
All right, I authorize you to investigate Harry Trumbull's role in this killing.
Thank you, sir.
Said investigation begins 1 hour after the arrest of the clown killer. You want Trumbull. Help him get me the clown. And he's yours.
Now, not only the oil companies, but the businesses that service them, build their equipment. We need personnel records, travel documents, anything we can get.
We have to talk about that first letter.
Well, in a couple of hours. Look, I'm kind of busy here.
I'm in the mood to talk now. To you or the press, your choice.
Well, you've all got your assignments. We need answers before the end of business tomorrow.
Let's find someplace private.
I assume we're meeting here instead of Newman's office because you couldn't get me thrown off my own task force.
Who sent that letter, Harry?
Until we get evidence to the contrary, it's credited to the clown.
He didn't kill Sally Jenkins.
Then let's add 13 to his list of crimes. Are we done here?
That other girl, Trudy Shitlow, put this on your conscience.
I'm going back to work.
You woke him up, Harry. You demanded he stop killing again, all so you could have the glory of catching them.
He killed dozens of women, and you're willing to let him retire in peace. You're willing to let him out there free, laughing at us.
If the alternative is more death, yes.
And what about a little thing called justice? What about that?
It hasn't got anything to do with justice. You're an old man, Harry. You wasted your life on this case, and now you're desperately trying to squeeze some meaning out of it. It's pathetic.
I wasted my life? You mean I never got married? I never raised a son to take my place when I retired?
I didn't mean that, Harry. I'm sorry.
Why is that, you think? Why didn't I ever get married? I remember I was in love once. I was even engaged.
40 years ago, Harry, let alone.
It's coming back to me. I remember her name was Catherine. She was so beautiful, and she loved me, Mark. She said she loved me. Till she met a young doctor. Then she didn't love me anymore.
You know we didn't mean for that to happen.
You stole my life. Don't you dare lecture me about my conscience until you're ready to talk about your own. As the husband is, the wife is. Thou art mated with a clown. 1100 hours. What do you want?
Same as you, to catch the clown killer.
And bring meaning to my wasted, pathetic life.
Oh, I can't help you there, Harry. That's something you'll have to do yourself.
I want to see clown behind bars. That's all the meaning I've ever needed.
Listen, how are we doing with the oil companies?
Well, I'm expecting the personnel files first thing in the morning. Then we put on our comfy shoes and hit the street.
I've got a pair that need breaking in. Can I tag along?
Well, if you want to help, I'm certainly not going to throw you out. But if you're on the team, you work for me. No second guessing, no questions.
I can do that. However, you have to promise to be absolutely honest with me.
Deal. Mark,
Oh, don't tell me. I was walking away with the crucial evidence you'd have to study in the morning.
Nothing like a junk mail, that's all.
I'm Howard Weber, head of personnel. I gathered the files you requested. May I ask what this is all about?
We're investigating a homicide.
Well, that much I figured out when you introduced yourself on the phone. Oh, you're the guy I saw on TV the other day, aren't you? Oh, this is about the clown killer. Oh, boy, those killings were years ago. Why would he come back now?
We don't think he ever stopped. Just moved on.
Oh, you don't think... I mean, you don't think that he's one of our employees? I mean, you think we have a homicidal maniac working here?
We're checking about a dozen oil companies who operate in Southern California. He could work at one of them or none.
Well, since the killing stopped here in L.A. about 10 years ago, similar murders have been occurring in oil-producing countries. We thought there might be a connection.
We had our company picnic about a week ago, and my wife and kids were there. He was there. I even let him pick up my daughter.
You know who it was?
We have a lot of employees who have worked in the places you listed. But there's only one whose travel schedule matches the date you gave me.
Randy Horsting?
Mm-hmm. Platform killer. Just returned from Saudi Arabia 6 weeks ago. He doesn't get along well with female co-workers, so we try to work around that.
What's his problem with women?
Let's just say that after a couple of months on an oil platform on the North Sea, that the first woman you meet is going to get a lot more attention than she wants. Now, most of our female employees understand that.
Not every woman is an understanding employee.
Something like that.
Do you mind if we take these files with us, kind of sort through them?
No, of course. Oh, but you know, just do me one favor. When you catch this guy, whoever it is, do you have to mention where he worked?
It has to come out.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have to call my stockbroker. Most of my 401k is in Triax Petroleum stocks.
Here you go. It's been 2 hours. The chances Horsting slipped out the back.
Oh, no, trust me. Picking his victim.
According to his records, Horsting used to hit on any attractive woman he saw in a bar. Or any place else, for that matter. I don't want to get so choosy. What?
Oh, I was just thinking. You're a good cop, you know that, Steve? Sorry we didn't get to know each other better.
Well, we spent the night together in a car. You know what your favorite radio station is? Just taking your coffee and why you hated Titanic. What else is there?
No, I meant before. All those years working in the same building, you never really talked.
Well, it's a big department.
Oh, I see a lot of your mother in you.
Well, you knew her?
Are you kidding? I introduced her to your father.
Really?
Sure.
Well, I guess I should thank you.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone.
It's okay with her that you spend all this time away from her.
She knows it's just the job.
They always say that. And come the day when they don't mean it anymore. You know, you never know how much you hurt them until after they leave you.
You know, for a guy who never got married, you know a lot.
I do, don't I? You know, it's good being a cop, but it's important to have a life. If I had a son, I'd pray that he had both.
Horsting.
Gotcha.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. My back's a little sore from sitting in the car.
Now, this just doesn't feel right.
It's him. Just wait. Seen enough.
Police, hold it!
Stay with the girl. You all right?
Are you okay?
Take him out. Did I get him?
Yeah, you got him, Harry.
Well, you look like you got bad news.
Nothing you don't already know. You've got cancer.
Colon cancer.
That's where it started. Through your entire body now, Harry.
So what have I got? Couple of weeks, a month?
Didn't have to happen this way if you'd just come in.
Cheer up, Mark. Today's a good day.
Well, you finished your life's work. Now you can die in peace.
Well, there are worse things out there.
I suppose.
As long as we got the right guy. They are gonna make this case stick against them, aren't they?
He's dead, Harry. He's shot.
I gotta know it's him.
Well, his house is full of violent pornography across a big collection of knives.
Not enough.
Well, Steve found the makeup that the clown used on his last victim in the glove compartment of Horston's truck.
Now, there's only one thing I gotta do.
No, and just as soon as you're a little stronger.
No, he's been waiting 15 years. It's the file on the first clown killing case. It's in my home. I've been waiting a long time to mark it closed.
Oh, look, I'm out here in a couple of hours. I'll be happy to go get it for you if you're a good patient.
Okay, I'll wait. I'm good at that.
How does it feel to switch places, Harry? I picked Horsting. You killed him. What a team we make. Oh, the world loves a clown. 0130 hours.
Ah, you're just in time, Dr. Sloan. Dinner's almost ready. Fresh salmon, lightly seasoned, and it's great for you.
You're the clown killer.
Of course I am.
You murdered 16 women.
Closer to 40, Scott.
Well, I don't understand. You have a family. You must put some value on human life.
Well, it wouldn't be fun otherwise.
Those women you murdered, they're no different than your wife or your kids.
Oh, I would never do to my wife or kids what I do to those women. Cheryl! Cheryl, stop pulling Jimmy's hair! Now, how would you like it if he did that to you? Complicated guy, aren't I?
Howard, how long until dinner, honey?
Another 5 minutes. It's not like I wouldn't like to do it to my wife. I mean, I would if it was something she could survive, but as we both know, it's not.
Are you aware of how sick you are? You can't go on with it, Kelly. We'll stop you.
Well, from what I read in the papers, you already have. The clown killer is dead. Case closed. Boy, everybody must be so relieved. I mean, I feel so much safer now.
Will you be staying for dinner?
No, thank you, Miss Weber. I feel a little sick.
Well, I'm sure it'll pass. Oh, doctor. You know, all the stuff I just said, I was just clowning around.
Howard Weber is the clown.
I thought Randy Horsting was the clown.
You remember Randy Horsting, don't you, Lieutenant? That's the fellow your commanding officer shot in the back last night.
Weber set Horsting up to save himself.
Well, you can tell that to Horsting's relatives when they launch a $90 million wrongful death suit against the department. We can actually say that it wasn't our fault.
Horsting was a violent rapist fleeing police pursuit.
At least that's what looks good on the report.
I tracked down 3 of his previous victims. They all confirmed they raped him and threatened to kill him if they pressed charges.
That's reassuring. You know, maybe we should put this on top of the press release. That way people won't look at the small print where it actually says, oops, we still haven't found the clown.
But we know who he is now. Let's tear his house apart. Or better yet, let me bring him in.
And what am I going to base a search warrant on?
His confession, for one thing?
Would that be the confession that he gave you while he was barbecuing dinner for his kids?
The judge will love that.
So what's your alternative, Captain? To let him go on killing?
If Weber is the clown, he's not going to kill now, especially since we closed the case. And there is the possibility that we may be watching him.
Unless that just makes it better.
All right. I will authorize a 24-hour watch on Weber for 2 weeks. But if one word leaks out that we are not sure that Horsting was the clown, I will pull the surveillance. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Weber is smart. He'll just wait till he's out of the country to keep on killing.
Well, then it won't be our problem, will it?
Come to finish me off, Mark.
What do you mean?
You got the murder weapon in your hand. That's the file on the first clown killer case. The Kid Camry file. I've only been hanging around so I can mark it closed.
I'm afraid it's not going to be that easy.
Oh, that's one thing I learned after 40 years in homicide. Dying is always easy. It's life that's hard.
I went to the house to get the file.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I buried myself for 15 years hunting for that killer, because I knew I was the only one who could stop him. In fact, I stopped living my own life.
I know you forged that letter, Harry.
I had to.
You brought him back.
I'm sorry about Trudy Shedlow. I'm sorry about a lot of things. You know, I never really hated you for stealing Catherine away.
You had me fooled.
I pushed her away. I told myself that my job was more important than any relationship. Fact is, I was afraid of committing myself to another person.
You know, I think she understood that.
Let me have that file. What's that?
Prescription, something to help you sleep. Pen?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Oh, Dr. Sloan. I'm afraid you just missed Howard. He's on his way to the refinery.
This time I'm here to see you and the kids.
I don't understand.
Oh, didn't Howard tell you? I'm heading up Triax Petroleum's new family health care program. My goal is to start personalizing the service a little.
Oh, it's about time.
Now, this is the sample from Trudy Shedlow.
Yes.
And you didn't find it on Sally Jenkins.
Absolutely not. I checked and I rechecked.
Then we know for certain that Sally Jenkins and Trudy Shedlow were not murdered by the same man.
Yes, but you knew that already.
But now I know a lot more.
I won't let you hassle my family or violate our privacy.
Amanda, this is Howard Weber. You don't know him, but you're familiar with his work. He's responsible for Trudy Shedlow.
You impersonated a Triax physician in order to extract personal information from my wife and children.
You know, I'm glad you dropped by, Howard. I've been looking into your son's eye problem.
Expect to be contacted by my lawyers. They are filing a complaint with the Medical Association as we speak.
You know, he's been suffering from a really nagging case of desert lice. It's a subspecies of something called Pediculus palpebrarum. It lives in the eyelids and the eyes, and it's unique to Saudi Arabia. And it only takes the slightest contact to transfer from one human being to another. The ointment is not working.
Your concern for my children is touching, but they're already being cared for by a doctor who, well, unlike you, will still be practicing medicine next week.
You know, we found the same parasite in Trudy Shedlow's eyelashes, and she's never been to Saudi Arabia.
Randy Hoisting has. More proof that you have caught and killed the right man. How gratifying for you.
Just one problem. Horsting isn't infected with the parasite.
But your son, on the other hand, is, now unless he's the clown that leaves you.
Well, and the thousands of people who arrive into the United States from Saudi Arabia every day.
Well, it isn't up to arrest you and obtain a search warrant for your house, your car, and your office.
It's such a waste of time. Are you sure you want to do that? I will walk out of jail tomorrow, an innocent victim of police incompetence. Well, I'll be hunted by the press, of course. Oh, I'll probably have to hire a publicist, maybe even an agent.
I'll take that chance.
And the public, of course, will wonder just who the police shot and killed the other night. And why. It may be years before the police department regains the public's trust and respect, if ever. The good news is there could be a book deal in this. A few more deaths would really jack up sales. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Weep and you weep alone.
Harry, you didn't have to do that. We would have stopped them.
Mama, I had to be the one to stop him. You know that.
Here's to Detective Harry Trumbull, a relentless, dedicated cop who wouldn't even let death cheat him out of getting his man.
I think the chief is going to have a tough time hanging on to his job. In fact, so will I.
Well, we've proved beyond a doubt that Howard Becker was the killer. We even found his knife and the makeup buried in the backyard in a lockbox.
After he was murdered by a cop who faked letters from the killer to the media And after the city paid $15 million to Horsting's family to preempt a wrongful death suit.
Well, Captain, we stopped him. You know, in the end, that's the only thing that's important.
Well, you tell that to the special investigator when the hearings begin in 6 weeks.
How are you doing? Fine. You know, it's funny. Harry and I were in the same precinct most of my career, but we only really talked once.
The night Horsting was killed?
Yeah. Get the strange feeling he was trying to reach out to me somehow. I don't know why.
What did you talk about?
Oh, not much. Just life, you know.
Yeah, I think so.